listening to that, you'll get to that part and you'll just bust out because you have no preparation for it, and then all of a sudden he just starts doing it in a conversation. You're just like, and then he relates what's happening, and you're like, oh my god, I get it. All right, icons.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I look at my... Oh, they're here. Bahamut Chanel'd. That's how it's... Are you kidding? Giga Flare? Are you kidding? Unlocked. Flare Breath. It looks like you can walk into people with. Impulse.
Moderate stagger, moderate.
So yeah, low damage, medium stagger. This is medium damage, low stagger.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used that one for like.
Yeah, are you kidding? All right.
Go to the arrest.
Okay, Mom.
Try it out.
Yeah. What's up, Kane? Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm going to want to master that so that I can put that on a different icon eventually.
Yeah, I definitely have some mastered.
Yeah, so you can move them around and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fat...
Clive.
Ask about the skies. I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it were the end of the world. If I heard from Trika, I have not heard from Trika, no.
The whole realm's in chaos.
The whole realm is in chaos. I've had orders canceled on me left and right, and that's from the few associates I haven't lost contact with.
As the old saying goes.
There's opportunity in adversity. The market is sharp steels. The market for sharp steel's more bullish than ever. I'll find a way to keep this place fed and watered, don't you worry. I won't let our little family go hungry, whatever the weather.
If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
I'm sorry, lady, shit.
Is that all?
Yep.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. And you tell her it was the truth, Clive.
Oh. I'm a streamer.
Hold on.
Trouble with your gear, or... fretting about us, guys?
Won't help me get my work done. I'm going to keep to my forge and leave saving the world to those better suited to the task.
Unless that is...
They fancy giving me a hand shoeing the birds. Alright.
So, what'll it be? Not bad.
Bye, Excalibur.
I do say so myself.
You didn't last long.
worth it in the end to kill those
Okay. A couple of hunts will give me items to unlock the Son of Ouroboros.
others.
I know. How dare they spoil me like that?
And
I was gonna tell you this, but for doing the fight with Bahamut, I got one shot there. I was really dumb, and my brother says, "Get behind me." I thought he meant stand behind the bubble, so I
Oh.
didn't get in the bubble. So
A cool looking sword.
ooh, that sword looks nice.
You look nice.
What sword is that? Is that the
Fucking
one?
got her. Sun sword?
I thought you just knew it offhand.
Brightburn.
It seems the hideaway has lost its...
Is a storm coming, Sig? Will there be thunder?
Bitch, I don't know. Could you imagine me telling a kid that? Is a storm coming? Shut up, I don't care.
Good morrow to you, my friend. With the darkening skies,
Fear has once again taken hold of our hearts. And though I have not the power to dispel the gloom above, I should like to believe my tales help lighten it below.
but be that as it may,
Turning our eyes from the problems which face us will not help us solve them. A mere tale cannot lighten the burden of those who must bear the weight of the world.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Aye.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
I'm
You
bad.
wish to study the tomes?
Not really. Maybe later.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
I trust you and your party gained the Dominion without further event. Interesting. Should your travels ever bring you back to the markets and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount on our usual rates. Yeah, she was gonna discount her caravan from 15 million to 9 million gil. I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. It was
Yeah, whatever.
still
9 million was still significantly out of my budget. Reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies cast not only a pall over the land, but over the hearts of her people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of Storm's final moon mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new flood do her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is as ever dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Word out of Twinside is that there's a little left for the capital after the Mad Prince Royal's tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a Stolas might be good to set Elle's mind at ease.
Send it. Died.
Yeah. Send a Stolas. Oh yeah, hey, what's up, man? Sorry I didn't reach out to you earlier. I wanted to go ahead and let you know we all died. And you won't be hearing from us again. Alright, anyway, talk to you tomorrow. And he's just like... Holy crap, he's getting wrecked.
Yeah, just upgrade it. Oh, no, I'm just...
I can store a 1. Oh, sick. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Here, if I store that, go like this.
Too slow.
And then come back. Oh, it stays at 1. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Alright. Cool. I like.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Oh, that is dark.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What will it be today? Allow me to educate you.
Clive! I don't mean to be gloomy.
The whole world's gone to shit. Reports used to be about troop movements and chances to set bearers free. Now it's all ether floods, akashic attack, a shitty attack,
I mean, kinda.
and plagues of bloody bandits. The curse breakers are all over. Are all our other allies are? Holy shit! Give me a word that starts with a consonant. And all our other allies are doing what they can to keep their heads above water. But
They need all the help they can get.
they're counting on you, Clive. We all are. Jesus Christ.
Quick look.
Yeah, okay, that checks out. I'll head over
Seen
there later.
enough?
What do I need to get to? 850, I think?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
825.
Best of luck
Shit.
out there, Sid. How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true.
Is it, Clive? The world can't be ending, can it? We were struggling before the skies went dark, but now I can't imagine how we'll bear it all.
We've lost so much already.
When will it be enough? It will end, won't it, Clive? No.
May the goddess go with you.
I cast Depression. It's super effective. Ask about the hunts. I, for one, am shocked. Shocked, I tell you, that a certain member of your own species have earned themselves a place on this rogue's gallery. But evil is as evil does, and it is every hero's duty to vanquish it, no matter how close to home it might appear. How goes the hunt, Kupo? As if those boggles weren't bad enough on their own, I hear there's some of them like to invite their friends to the party. But never fear, Kupo. I, Nectar the Bold, shall always be with you. In spirit, if you need more practical assistance, then turn to Torgal. Did I ever tell you about the time I took a trip to the islands west of Storm?
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
Is that what you call them? In Moogle tongue, we call them the Smithies, and the strait that separates them from the mainland is the Quench. I was adventuring in the Dalmekian coast when I saw bright lights and black shadows off in the something or other. Imagine my disappointment when I learned those lights and shadows weren't busy forging stains along the soot. Still, from what I learned of how the locals treat the strangers, it's probably best I didn't get a chance to say hello.
Does it pause dialogue? Sorry, I only now just thought of this. That's what you gotta do with him from now on. He talks
Holy shit.
so fast.
You mean the Iron Kingdom?
Is that what you call them? In Moogle tongue, we call them the Smithies, and the strait that separates them from the mainland, the Quench. I was adventuring down the Dalmekian coast when I saw bright lights and black shadows out in the offing. So I flew over to take a closer look. Imagine my disappointment when I learned those lights and shadows weren't busy forges staining the land with soot, but blighted rocks leaking lava. Still, from what I learned about how the locals treat strangers since, it was probably for the best that I didn't get a chance to say good day.
Hey, wish we done that trick sooner, but
Oh well.
better never than
Better never than now. Alright, the 10 of clubs. Vanmare Dalmekia. Vamare, sorry. Vamare. Fields of Korova.
Alone in one of the
Villages. Okay. The Magath brothers. Quiet Sands, Rosaria.
Did you also write the name of the hunts?
Nope. Off the coast of Port Isolde. This is Magath brothers. I really hope one of them wears red and one wears green.
That's so dumb.
And I'm just writing like short versions of the names.
That's fine. That's all that
That's
matters.
Magath Bros and 10 Clubs. Ruin Reawakened. So this is probably like a fucking robot dude. Beep bop boop. A Dread Dragon. Never mind, it's a dragon. Okay. So it's in Sambrique. Sealed away behind a magical mist. Though it has been long forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are myth, recent reports of the great dragon's roar reverberating around woodland passes in the Empire. So it's in Sambrique. In the woods. This guy's name is Ruin Reawaken.
By Ronnie for short.
He goes by Ronnie for short. S tier, no doubt. He's a dragon, of course he's S tier. I need to go to the infirmary.
What are you making them skies?
Oh, no, my tummy's fine.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest.
I guess I have to talk to Otto about the guys up there. Here's a question. If I leave, will What's-Her-Face come with me? Where did you want me to go?
How are you doing?
How you
Here you go.
doing? Dalmacia. All three are in that area, okay?
Seen enough?
Yep, let's travel.
Otto, how fares the realm?
Rip.
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
I already talked to them.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
What?
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Talk to me, bruh. Tell me what your human eyes have failed to see.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Yikers, dude.
Think you can help?
Wait, hold on. Oh, you're marking. No wonder I can't do anything. We're gonna go talk to Vivian for a third time.
Clive.
What? It's not nearly the men and women of Valisthea who've been affected by the imbalance in the ether. These blackened skies have cast a pall over the creatures of the realm.
And how could it not?
They are living beings, just as we are. Alas, their instincts drive them to flee from that which cannot be escaped, ushering them only to madness and death.
But are we any better?
We consider ourselves above such base instincts, and yet fear and bewilderment drive us to make war on our fellow man, to turn our ire at our own suffering upon those who suffer just as keenly as we do. That's what it means to be human. I wonder if we are even worth saving at all.
I cannot claim.
Not to have been shocked to learn of Twinside's destruction. Indeed, I have long known that such a fate was all but guaranteed. A piece of parchment was all that ever stood between the Dominion and chaos, and those who signed the treaty were only going to abide by it for as long as it suited them. Emperor Sylvester's invasions saw it torn to shreds at last, and as the pieces scattered to the winds, long festering enmities came to the fore once more.
Such are the wages
Of greed and distrust. If those in power pay heed to their worshippers... No. If those in power pay heed to their whispers, they are like to grow into a mighty storm, one which the walls of even the stoutest citadel might not withstand.
Ironic, then,
That it should be Prince Dion, the boldest, most trustworthy player in this ignoble game, who should deal the finishing blow.
How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
Goodbye! Hey.
I feel like talking to her is just exhausting.
It is! She talks like 2 or 3 times as long as anyone else. She tries to rhyme randomly, and she uses the biggest words that could possibly be used in any situation.
Yeah, it's too many flourishes to try to make it sound like
It just comes across as annoying and pompous.
duration. So far, Nectar is the most.
Yeah.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. Farewell.
What's happened? God, pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighting man, perchance? That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin.
What's up,
Might
Two-Talon?
you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition? But... very well. It is your loss, I suppose. That well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
I don't know what that means, Matthew.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful! Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road.
One more
And
time.
from there,
No.
onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
It's like the fucking owl in Ocarina of Time.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
You chose the wrong answer and had to go through it again. Yes, that's correct. That doesn't explain what you said. What the hell did you say?
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
He did. Or he joined him.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
What's happened? God. Please. A piece of fruit.
I was going for a nice jog. Yes, that's exactly it. Kapora is the owl. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know I just called him an asshole.
Now I just need to see about getting the word out. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste.
Okay.
A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
Huh?
We're not doing crazy.
I know, right? I'll give you a little something. Wink, wink. Oh, whip out his penis.
Please, a piece of fruit.
These pears. Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Boklad isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please.
You've raised the price.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
You about to go get crunk?
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
That's right, I said it. You're married to me.
I haven't sold anything in days.
Me neither. These pears aren't.
Please, a piece of fruit.
Who needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go?
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotown 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from San Brek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Well done. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
I love when I hang out with my friends and there's always one of my friends in the back that goes...
It's also nice when there's just a stranger staring at you doing it.
Yeah.
That's your reward.
Do you have any fresh water?
No. Told her.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Did you see it too? Lights in the sky over the Dominion.
This is that butthole.
Yes, it is. It's very wet.
It's a very wet and runny butthole. Just how I like it. Like that.
Am I not surprised?
Ah!
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Oh, that's Torgal.
Turtle's like, bro. Drop.
I bet they didn't expect the aspect of Bahamut to break up their little thievery.
Probably not.
They're just like, oh shit!
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckyan history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
I thought I had figured out a trick.
I'm pretty sure I did that too.
I was like, wait, can I charge this up first? You have to be in battle. Sag.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him. Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. And those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner. Shush now. You've said quite enough already. I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Pretty sure goblins would eat little boys if they could.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way up here?
Hello? Oh, look at that.
I think we've found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Too slow.
Farewell.
I thought for a split second that said enemy based. And I was all like, what?
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Bocklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey guys, you want to imagine what I found?
Goblins.
There's goblins up there. Oh my god. Yes. They've got all the food. All you have to do is go in there and get it.
Oh. Not gonna lie, I like the open air.
Yeah, same.
It looks like the end of the world.
Time to fight.
Make it look easy.
Not again.
Alright, well you have fun. Fine, I'll go help him.
All right then. Who's first?
It's interesting, it's like they try to get into the fire breath.